Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you don't know, Evan and I recently went vegan, so I'm going to share a little bit about why we went plant-based, and also this is not going to be like a what I eat in a day type video, but just sharing some tips and knowledge of what I know and what I have learned in the last 30 days, because I do not have as much information as I'm sure other people out there who've been vegan for years, but might as well share what I've got. So let's go to the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. I am gonna just share my feelings on why I went vegan. Evan's over there, so you can chime in if you want. But I personally went vegan as like a January challenge. But after I learned a little bit of information and just continued to learn about why having a plant-based diet is so beneficial to your body, I have decided that I don't really plan on switching. And I've also realized that a lot of people are afraid of committing to saying they're vegan, and it's really dumb because like being vegan is so good for you. But I've also learned that it's really easy to be a bad vegan, meaning like just eating chips and salsa, only eating toast, not like playing around and experimenting in the kitchen with your foods. And I just think that there's also a lot of, I've learned that there's also a lot of like added ingredients and added sugars to a lot of things that are vegan too. So I think that has helped me want to continue being vegan, just because I feel like, why put a limit on it? Why be afraid to say I'm vegan, and why not continue it when I feel so good and have so much energy from it? So that is why I'm continuing being vegan. It wasn't a really hard transition for me because I was vegetarian for 3 years before that. So really it was just cutting out like dairy and honey and eggs. I ate eggs. So that was like the one thing that was, I don't know, I didn't really like eggs. Sometimes eggs gross me out. It was just like, I can get into some gross details, but I'm not going to. But that definitely made it like a much easier transition. But a lot of people do just kind of go cold turkey and go vegan. Evan was kind of a vegetarian. He still ate meat and still definitely really liked eggs, and like we both loved Greek yogurt. But now that he is vegan, he's also having so much fun, and it's just fun to like, the food we make is like way more creative. We don't get in like food runs. I feel like we would always just make pasta, then on Fridays get pizza or make tacos. Like we weren't really creative other than those 3 things. So now it's like pretty rare that we have the same meal over again, at least like on a weekly basis. We definitely remake our meals, but and definitely eat tacos at least once or twice a week. But we definitely do different forms of it now and include different things like sweet potatoes, or I don't know, like sprouts, like stuff that we never got before. And it makes cooking and eating just way more fun. So now my thing is make your food beautiful, and it's probably way better for you. But like I said, I am not a vegan professional. I just am going off of how I feel after 30 days of doing it. So usually what our food looks like and our meals look like are always different. I could do a what I eat in a day as a vegan video if you want. If you do, comment below. And if you like seeing different vegan videos or just lifestyle, fun, food and sustainability videos, then hit subscribe so you can see my new videos that go up. My hair looks real weird right there. Another reason why I recently am loving being vegan even more is because a lot of animals are being saved in being vegan. I saw an article, just like, I didn't really read it to be honest, but the title of it was that 250,000 animals were being saved with the trend of meat replacements. So like Beyond Burgers are one of my favorites. I like Impossible Burgers, but I don't buy them. I don't even know if you can buy them. Beyond Burgers, they sell at Costco now, and I love them, but I also know that you have to be careful of how much soy you intake. And Beyond Burgers recently learned, sadly, from my sister, that they do have a lot of added, or they do have a lot of like soy in them. So that's kind of a bummer, but as long as you do it in moderation, I feel like you're definitely making a step in the right direction. So we, for example, got the 8-pack of Beyond Burgers from Costco, and they lasted like a few weeks, and we don't have them right now, and we'll probably buy them again next month, but we don't eat like a protein replacement every single day. Like, we don't eat tofu every day, we don't eat Beyond Burgers every day, we don't eat like fake meat every day, pretty much. So I don't know what kind of vegan that classifies us as, but we do still eat some of those things. But the way we get a lot of our protein is either protein powder, which we actually need to get a vegan protein powder, spirulina we just recently got, ashwagandha. I'll show you our pantry in the fridge, I guess. I don't know if that's exciting, but I will. And we eat lots of beans, lots of chickpeas, lots of lentils. We recently are starting to cook with lentils, and it's been very fun. I've never made lentils before, and recently made a lentil soup. That was so good. And what else do we eat? Oats, sweet potato, lots of different fruits and veggies. I've also realized, being vegan, that it's okay if you are still hungry, that you can eat more. Everyone's obviously different, but there are some things that definitely are good and nutritious meals that we eat that have protein in them and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, you're eating a salad, so like, it's okay if you want more salad to eat. So that has been very helpful, and it makes me feel a little bit better when it comes to how much I've been eating. But I don't feel like I'm ever like starving, and if it is, then it's my fault because I'm not getting up to get food. But I don't feel like I'm starving myself. I definitely have way more energy. I feel like my skin is detoxing, if you will. I don't know if this is my own theory, but I definitely have some acne situation happening. I also have my hormones a little, like, when I started this in the beginning of January, my hormones were just out of whack. So I'll also show you the tea that I made to help balance my hormones. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel like my skin is just kind of like releasing the stuff that I had in my body. I also want to share some of the movies that we've watched. I guess really just one that we really loved, which was called The Game Changers. It's on Netflix, and it just like, I had my parents watch it, and it even changed their perspective of being vegan. So I would definitely suggest watching that. It just is so educational, and being completely plant-based might not be for everyone. I think though that I'm a pretty firm believer at this point that it's not gonna hurt you, and humans can really thrive off of being plant-based. So as long as you are knowledgeable, continue to learn about it, and look at the ingredients of what you're buying before you buy it, then it can be done really well without any like added sugars or added ingredients. I am still continuing to learn, like I said, but just having the whole raw food at its purest form is obviously makes sense. Like when I was first learning, I compared it kind of to essential oils because I work with Young Living, and when I started with them, I realized like, oh my gosh, all of these essential oils that have like 2% essential oils are not doing anything for me. So that's kind of like all of this meat or I don't know, like meat or things that we're trying to eat that are animal based for protein aren't really doing anything for my body because they're already their own species. I don't know, it's so confusing. But now that I have Young Living oils and it's the purest form, it's kind of like raw food. I don't know if that analogy makes sense, but that's just how I feel about that. But I'm gonna show you a little bit of our pantry and what we got and our fridge, but it's a little bit not very full right now, so maybe I'll do a video of our fridge like after we went grocery shopping. So this Vitamix, first off, is like the best. This one is called the Venturous. We got it on a Black Friday sale, and it was the best decision ever. I use this once or sometimes twice a day. So I would definitely suggest if you are going to go vegan, I mean, this isn't necessary at all, but having a really good blender will help you for sure. Drink a lot of water. So I'm gonna show you our pantry and what's in it. A lot of the stuff, like we always try to get organic because that is obviously just very helpful when it comes to over processing or chemicals, obviously, that are in the food, the ground, the soil. But one thing I do want to share, I'm going to show you our blue spirulina. It does smell like algae, and I don't think it tastes that bad. I think if you mix it with the right fruit and veggies in a smoothie, you could do it well, but it definitely does have a flavor. This was a video done by Yes Theory, and one of the guys went vegan for 30 days, and he got blood work tested in the beginning and the end, and vegan was a very good diet for him, and the doctor had said that blue spirulina was, which I'll grab it, this is it, is a really good supplement, if you will, to take in your smoothies, or I don't know, you could probably put it in like a veggie capsule and take it. Not sure about that, but it gives a lot of B12 and protein, and B12 is a vitamin that's hard for meat eaters to get and vegans to get, so something like that is a really good idea to add to your diet if you decide to go vegan or vegetarian. But let me show you the rest. So here's some coconut oil, some agave, some chia seeds. We also have some ground flaxseed, which you can also make a flax egg to replace egg and baking and stuff with this in water. And you can also do that with chia seeds, I'm pretty sure. Goji berries, which we love on like smoothies and acai bowls. Almonds, there's some cashews, which we got from Costco, and they are so great because we make cheese out of cashews all the time. It's so good. It's better than normal cheese, honestly, I think, at least. We've got some organic craisins. I made this granola and it's actually so good. We had 2 of these containers, and we are now just making it to the second container, so it lasted like way longer than I thought it would, and it tastes delish. And then we've got some organic pumpkin seeds back here, which they're in our granola, so that's why we haven't used very much of it, but we should use more of those. I'm not gonna go through everything because that's just crazy, but this is the lentil trio that we got from Costco. I could maybe do like a vegan grocery list or something on my blog. That'd be fun. But these lentils are really good. They're, I think they're organic. Yeah, they're organic. Obviously a giant bag. This is also some organic couscous, which is so good. These frosted wheat squares, okay, I used to get the Trader Joe's ones, and they literally had gelatin in it, which was disgusting for me. So very glad that these don't have gelatin in it. Look at your ingredients list. And then these are some cauliflower crackers. They're vegan, and nutritional yeast is also a really good staple of being vegan. And then this, we usually have lots more beans, but this is what we've got for now. Some dates, which make a really good dessert, and coconut milk, because this brand coconut milk, from Whole Foods makes for some really good coconut yogurt, I hear, so I'm gonna make some of that. We also recently got some whole peeled tomatoes so we can make our own pasta sauce, so we just automatically skip any sort of preservative. And I don't know, there's just some other random stuff. But this is kind of what our pantry is looking like. One of my other recent discoveries, or things that we're gonna eventually work, well, I actually try to do this now, is to not use as much like refined sugar and just to not have that in our food. So that's helpful. And I was gonna say something else. Oh, my sister is having kind of like an autoimmune type of issue, and one thing that flared it was bad coffee from her Nespresso machine. I am very lucky because Evan loves coffee and loves making coffee and always gets very good organic, really good branded coffee and makes it very well. So I don't have to deal with that, but even something that minute could make a difference if you're having some sort of like health issue, something to think about. The saddest thing, kind of the saddest thing that I recently discovered is almond milk. It's sad. Milk, like M-A-L-K, is a really good brand if you're looking for good almond milk, but my sister and I are always like sharing new like discoveries every day pretty much. And it is recently, the one that I found out is almond milk. There are lots of added ingredients and sugar in most of the almond milks that you get. Yes, you are making a good step in drinking almond milk instead of normal milk, but at that rate, just get a good almond milk, you know? Like, just, if you're gonna do it right. This one has, this is Simple Truth Organic Almond Milk. I got it because they didn't have milk. But we actually have, like I said, have the Vitamix, so we're gonna get a cheesecloth and make our own almond milk. I also don't even like thick almond milk, so I wish that this wasn't even in here because I like the like thin, like watery, if you will, almond milk. Not watery tasting, but like that texture. And this has organic almond milk, salt, phosphate, gum, gellan gum, I don't know. Organic locust bean gum, don't know what that is. Vitamin A something, D-alpha tocopherol acetate, don't know what that is. I don't know. That's just a good like showing of almond milk. Could just literally be almonds and water, but why add all the extra ingredients, you know? So recent discovery is that. And one thing that has become a staple in our fridge is sprouts. Love me some sprouts now. So get you some sprouts. But I could go on and on forever, and this video is probably gonna be 20 minutes now, so I'm gonna end it. So if you guys are thinking about being vegan or going primarily plant-based, I would definitely suggest to, first off, do your research. Second off, look at the ingredient list and ask questions. Those are 3 things that a lot of people don't really do. So start by doing those 3 things and you will be headed in a really good direction. And like I said, I am not professional. I'm learning so much and I don't even have all the way clean vegan things in the fridge, but it's just really fun for me to learn, to share as I'm learning, so I don't try to pile everything like I am right now into a 20-minute video. But I will definitely share more vegan videos because it's fun. Like I said, watch the movie Game Changers if you haven't. Definitely just question and look and research the ingredients. And the other thing I was going to say to wrap it up is that we originally, at one point I was taking like 7 vitamins a day, I think, and I was trying to like fix my hormones, and actually all of the vitamins I was taking were really great. They were from Young Living and the quality of the ingredients were really good, but then I found out some of the ones that I was taking to help my hormones were in a gelatin capsule, which was very sad for me, so I stopped taking those because once you have a gelatin capsule, the stuff inside depletes greatly. But anyway, not gonna get into all that, but we only take like 2 or 3 vitamins now, which I take a vitamin B and biotin. Evan takes a vitamin, takes a multivitamin, biotin, and then sometimes we have the Sleep Essence one from Young Living, which is real good ingredients, no gelatin, love it. Oh, and a probiotic, we take a probiotic from Young Living called Life 9. But anyways, we have also taken way less vitamins because we've been getting way more vitamin and protein being plant-based than being meat eaters taking vitamins. So you learn and you figure out what works best for you, but I hope you like this video about why we went vegan, even though it's a very long explanation. But if you want to see more, definitely like this video to let me know. Comment what you want to see specifically or if you have questions. And don't forget to subscribe because duh. Okay, love you, bye.